Kia ora from New Zealand, everyone. I'm Donnalouise, and welcome to my YouTube channel for the love of puzzles. Today I'm trying to answer the question, are 4 jigsaw puzzles better than 1? This is a puzzle set that Allison lent me. It contains 4 500-piece jigsaw puzzles. It's from the brand Gibsons, which I believe is a British company. And I have some concerns, but I'll hold off on making judgment until I actually build the jigsaw puzzles. So let's just dive right in. I'll change my camera angle, we'll get a close-up of the box, have a look at the puzzles, have a look at the pieces, and we'll go from there. So here's the box. On the front, there are the 4 images of the 4 different jigsaw puzzles. This is the series Wish You Were Here by the artist Trevor Mitchell. Gibsons down there, proudly entertaining generations since 1919. Now I apologize. I'm sure I will say or have already said Gibson during this video, but I know it's Gibsons with an S. The box isn't overly big to be containing 2,000 pieces. It does say new planet friendly box right there. So, you know, I'm hoping that the pieces aren't too squashed inside. On the back of the box, again, we see the 4 different images, and in quite small writing, there's actually the titles of each image. Crazy Golf, Seaside High Street, Boating, Lake, and Down to the Beach. Also, what you'll notice is that this box, it does say right here, no plastic shrink wrap, kinder to our planet. It just had 2 stickers that had to be cut in order to open the box. There's some information about the artists and Gibsons, which I'll read during the time lapse. I think I'll probably do like the Seaside High Street first. The busier one to the less busy image, like probably actually anti-clockwise like that. Seaside High Street, Crazy Golf, Boating Lake, and Down to the Beach. Now, I'm hoping that inside there will be posters because these images are quite small. I know a lot of you don't bother with the image while you puzzle, but I love having an image. So here we go, 4 bags, each with the puzzle pieces. Now, Allison lent this to me, so she probably had to, it looks like she had to cut the bags open, maybe because of the fact that there's 4 different puzzles in a box. One thing that would have been nice is a resealable bag. That's just one comment. But they are nicely big labeled, Crazy Golf, Boating Lake, Down to the Beach. And so this one must be, yeah, Seaside High Street. This will be the first one that I do. Oh, and look, it does come with posters, but let me just point this out. Maybe it would have been nice to have a bit bigger poster to fit in the bottom of the box. Are these posters a bit small? Perhaps. I'll let you know after I do the puzzling what I think, if the poster could have been a bit bigger. But the colors are nice and bright. I love the artwork. I love the imagery. I think these will be fun to do, a nice fun set. I have done other images from Trevor Mitchell. I've enjoyed them. And this is the Seaside High Street, the first one I plan on doing. But since the box is a bit bigger, maybe the poster could have been a bit bigger. Let's open these pieces right here. Yeah, I think Allison just used this elastic band to close the bag, so a resealable bag probably would have been just a nice little touch. There you go, the pieces. The pieces, they don't look, I thought maybe they might be smaller than usual. No, they look like a good size. It looks like a good variety of piece cuts. The colors look nice and vibrant. The one thing that I'm noticing, because now I pay more attention to this, is the prong shapes. The prongs, they look like they're all very similarly cut. I'll put some close-up photos. So I think my only one concern would be if you had an image that wasn't so busy, would you have a lot of false fits, say in sky, water, grass? These images are quite busy. So I'm hoping I don't have a lot of areas where I'm trying the piece over and over again, because I just wonder, it looks like the prong shapes are all very similarly cut. But to the feel and to the touch, it doesn't feel like there's any like residual puzzle dust. They feel sturdy-ish enough, thick enough, nice enough. Okay, so I guess my one little comment would have been nice to have a resealable bag. Maybe the poster could have been a bit bigger. And I'll let you know about the prong shapes. It may not be an issue here with these puzzles because the image is so busy, But imagine if you had like a solid colored sky area. If the prong shapes are all very similar, if you could have a lot of false fits. But if you have any experience with Gibson's jigsaw puzzles, let me know. And I do also wonder if this is a special cut for their 4x500 series. Like if they do just a standard 500 piece on its own, do they cut them differently, or their 1,000-piece puzzles, for example? A lot of pieces seem to be stuck together. I'm pulling a lot apart, and that I worry is because the pieces are packed together tightly in a smaller box. And so a lot of pieces are kind of stuck together, and I'm just going to take my time and be careful to separate them. But right now, oh, look at that. Such bright colors. I can't wait to build these images. Okay, well, for the love of puzzles, let's just dive right in. On the back of the box, this is the information provided about Gibsons. We are passionate about offering you the best puzzle experience, our jigsaws. Use the thickest puzzle board available, ensuring pieces lock firmly into place, feature talented artists from around the world, are made using 100% recycled puzzle board, and are smaller boxes. This is a quote from Kate Gibson, MD. Established in 1919, Gibsons has been producing best-selling games and jigsaws for over a century. We are proud to be a family business with a rich British heritage and believe strongly in the value of games and puzzles bringing people together. This is the information about the artist. Trevor is an artist who delights in recreating the past on canvas, and his nostalgic, authentic scenes bring pleasant reminiscences to many through puzzles, calendars, plates, prints, and cards. I went to Trevor Mitchell's website, and this is what's written under the About section. After attending Bradford Art College, Trevor began his career as an art director at a London advertising agency in 1979. After a few years, he returned to his native West Yorkshire and went freelance in 1986. Illustrating for greeting card publishers rekindled his childhood love of painting, and he was encouraged by finding a market for his paintings among the publishers of art prints and jigsaw puzzles. Today, Trevor's artwork can be found on a range of products across the world: jigsaw puzzles, cards, calendars, metal signs, and now wall murals reflect his enthusiasm for steam and vintage vehicles and his love of the British countryside. He delights in recreating the past on canvas through careful research and is well known for his nostalgic, authentic scenes depicting farming, rural, and family life. As you can see, I only did 2 of the 4 jigsaw puzzles. Now first, let's talk about the things that I did like and enjoy. Love the images, love the colors, bright, vibrant, love the artwork. No problems with that. However, the pieces, the puzzling experience itself was not all that enjoyable. And I think it's due to the fact that they tried to cramp in 4 jigsaw puzzles in a smaller box. I like the idea of smaller boxes, but not at the expense of ruining the jigsaw puzzle. So many pieces were just jammed together that I had to separate them, and virtually almost every prong is slightly bent. If you rub your hand over the jigsaw puzzle, you feel all the prongs are slightly bent up, and a lot of them are peeling. Lots of damage to these pieces. I think that because they tried to put 4 puzzles in one box and the box is not big enough, it means all the pieces get compacted and they get damaged. Could they make the box just slightly bigger? Even a centimeter in each direction could really help. And so I felt bad because I was damaging pieces and it's not my jigsaw puzzle. Therefore, I didn't do the last 2. I wasn't enjoying it, although I do love the images very much and the colors are nice and bright. There's a bit of shine on the pieces, but it's not too bad. So I don't know if this is just because it's the Gibsons puzzle set. I wonder if I just had a 500-piece Gibsons jigsaw puzzle, whether or not I'd have these issues with the pieces. Also, the prongs are very, very similar. And so if I did try a piece in the wrong spot, it would actually get kind of stuck. Then I tried to separate it and the prongs would bend even further. So I would like to see variety of prong shapes. Luckily, there weren't too many places that I tried a piece that didn't go in that spot. However, puzzles with a lot more, say, water or sky or grass, you could end up damaging quite a few pieces. Variety of prong shape is so important in jigsaw puzzles. So that all being said, I am curious if you have experience with Gibson's jigsaw puzzles, please let me know. Is this a common thing? Maybe it's just because they're putting 4 puzzles in a smaller box. Perhaps that's what's compressing the pieces and causing these issues. Now, I looked at the price online in New Zealand. A 4 set comes in at around $56 New Zealand dollars. That's about $14 for a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle. I'd be happy paying $14 New Zealand for a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle, even if it had some issues. However, their 500-piece standalone jigsaw puzzles retail for about $27 New Zealand. I wouldn't want to pay $27 for this quality type of jigsaw puzzle. Now, on top of that though, I did see that they have jigsaw puzzles that look like they're in newer designed boxes, almost more artistic boxes. I wonder if that's a quality or premium range, or if they just changed the style of their boxes. But this is, I think, more the classic blue box. Overall, though, I was a little worried. I had my concerns at the start. I was worried that the pieces would just be too jammed together, and I think that's what's happened. Some pieces are significantly damaged and peeling, like the photo is peeling from the top completely. That's easily fixed with a bit of glue, but it shouldn't happen in the first place. As for the posters, I know they were a bit smaller, but they were fine. I think they were fine size dimension-wise because the image is such a busy image. You didn't really need much of a bigger poster. Could they actually make bigger posters? Yes, they would fit in the bottom of the box, but I found them perfectly fine and usable for at least these images. I think it'd be trickier if it was a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. I'd like to see a bigger poster. And again, it would be nice if the puzzle came in resealable bags, especially when they're putting 4 puzzles in one box. You want to make sure you don't accidentally mix up the pieces. But please leave your comments below with your experience with Gibson's jigsaw puzzles. Are prong shapes an issue? Do you end up having a lot of bent prongs, a lot of potential false fits because the prongs are very similar, or getting stuck? What about peeling, the image peeling off of the top? Is it just mostly an issue because these were all cramped in one box and not an issue for their standalone 500-piece or 1,000-piece puzzles? Have they changed their box? Do they have a premium quality? I have so many questions and I tried to find answers, but I couldn't. So I'm reaching out to you all who perhaps have more experience with Gibson's jigsaw puzzles. These are the first ones that I've done, but I wouldn't run out and buy more, at least not at this time. I'm curious though if their standalone jigsaw puzzles are better quality. I like the idea that they're trying to minimize the box. I really, really do. But if it's damaging the puzzle, then no. And this puzzle has been done, a few times. I'm not sure how many times. So that raises the question, how many times should a jigsaw puzzle be able to be assembled before you start seeing wear and tear on the pieces? 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, an infinite number of times? I have some jigsaw puzzles that I've sped run and done over and over again. And especially when you're speed running, let's face it, you're not always all that gentle with your pieces. And they're great. I have a vintage Springbok. That thing is immaculate. But again, those are the quality of yesterdays. So yeah, I'm a little bummed. I didn't do the last 2 puzzles. I'm kind of embarrassed to return this to Allison, and I'll let her know about the damage, but so all the prongs are bent. Like you just feel this whole bumpity feeling because they all were so stuck. I felt like so many pieces I had to separate out of the bag. They were just jammed together. Okay, I'm rambling. I hate when a jigsaw puzzle disappoints me because I absolutely love the image. Trevor Mitchell artwork is very fun to do on jigsaw puzzles. So let's leave on a high note by saying I would definitely do more jigsaw puzzles with his artwork on it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For the love of puzzles, I hope you enjoy my videos. Please consider subscribing, and until next time, ciao!